everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to be having a chat about some of my top contouring products. Before I start, I'll quickly reiterate what I look for in a contour just so that we're on the same page. I seek products that are entirely matte. The natural hollows of your face don't catch the light or glimmer in the sun. Additionally, I go for products that are cool toned, so slight grey casts, and you can absolutely shade your face with a bronzer. That will give you variation and definition. Personally, I'm a bit of a contouring purist and I aim to perfectly mimic the natural shadows of the face, and they tend to be grayer than your skin tone. So I will start with options for paler skins and then I'll move towards the deeper spectrum so that hopefully you will find a product that suits you. So my first favorite for pale skin is MAC Omega Eyeshadow. And this just goes to show you don't necessarily have to confine yourself to products that are specifically made for the face. Take a look inside your eyeshadow collection and you might stumble across an awesome contour. So Omega can be described as equal parts beige, brown, and grey. So there's no orange or red tones in this product. It's also quite a light shade, so it's perfect for pale people because you're less likely to over apply and have a massive disaster on your hands. So I'm a fair to medium skin tone and I even love Omega on myself. It's subtle enough that I can use it during the day, and it's also my #1 pick for nose contouring. Omega is also great bang for your buck. It's obviously a fantastic eyeshadow and you'll often see it used on the brows, particularly for blondes. It's one of my all-time favorites. Love Omega. Another option that works well on pale to medium skin tones is NYX Taupe Blush. And this, I think, is one of the best contouring options at the drugstore. If I hold it up against Omega, you can see that it is a little bit ashier, but don't be afraid. It is not ultra pigmented, and I just take off most of the product on the back of my hand before I go to apply. Again, really great option for pale to medium skin tones, and I think the ideal option for those of you who are new to contouring, you want to give it a go, but you don't necessarily want to spend a bucket load. It's amazing quality. Another eyeshadow that I love for contouring is Makeup Store Microshadow in Masai. And this is cool toned, but it still has that beigey brown element, so very much within the realm of the natural skin tone. Now, Makeup Store Microshadows are awesome and they're also quite pigmented, so I'd probably recommend this more to medium and medium plus skin tones. I have used it on someone very pale and it looked amazing. You just have to get a little bit experty with application. Let's say hypothetically you have a very strong yellow undertone. You might find that Microshadow in Smog might fit you a bit better. And I know that Linda Hallberg uses this one to contour. So Masai, Smog. Cool toned, neutral leaning warm. I personally prefer Masai. So very quick blurb on the next product because it was a limited edition item, but I'm going to mention it just in case they re-promote. And this is Chanel Notorious. Whoa, definitely the greyest powder contour that I've ever come across. It's not as scary as it looks though because it's a baked formula, so the product is quite hard and the brush doesn't pick up too much product. I think that this one is best used in very small placements, so just on the outer corner of the cheekbone, a little bit into the hairline, because if you use it over large portions of the face, I think it can make the complexion look a little bit ashen. Anyway, use sparingly. I love it. I think it's an amazing product and I really hope that Chanel re-promotes this one, and I think that they would be silly not to. Have you seen how much this is going for on eBay? It's insane. Next up we have Kevyn Aucoin Sculpting Powder in Medium, and this is a personal favorite of mine because the texture is just sublime. It's almost creamy in consistency, so even if you're powder phobic, you dislike the look of powders on your skin, this is a fantastic formulation. I also think that this is quite a special contour in the sense that it walks a very fine line. It's ashy enough to read as a shadow, but it's not so grey that it can look jarring or muddy on very warm skin tones. So for example, if these grey contours are just way too scary for you and you're about to pick up your bronzer, you think I'm a lunatic, stop! Kevyn Aucoin Sculpting will be your friend. So my final two favorites are cream contours. Now I'm very hard to please when it comes to cream contours. I would say that I dislike most of them. And before anyone asks, yes, I have tried the Tom Ford Shade and Illuminate and I really didn't get along with that product. One cream contour that I like very much is the Senna contour kit. And this product has some weird association with Desperate Housewives. The makeup artist on set was always mixing her own cream contour, and in the end, she decided to market the product and Senna contour kit was born. The contour in this kit isn't excessively ashy, it's neutral leaning cool. The formula, I love this formula. It's sort of a dry silicone formula, so it has enough slip that it's really easy to blend, but it's not so emollient and tacky that it starts to kind of migrate and melt down your face as you're wearing it. So I have the shade 1, but they do have another kit for deeper skin tones. In the palette, there's also 2 highlighting shades. They're okay. I tend to prefer sort of highlighty, clicky concealer pens for highlighting purposes, but I will show you the application of that kit in a later video. Final favorite of today is RCMA Shading S13. This is not necessarily something that I would recommend. I mean, unless you are going for like an epic editorial contour, in which case I love you. Let's be friends, and you can go right ahead. Now, if you have a deeper skin tone, RCMA does some more neutral colors in this range, which I would recommend. Aside from RCMA, I know that Ben Nye does amazing contour options for deep skin tones. There's both a cream and a powder formulation. Alternatively, you could go with a cream foundation that's a few shades darker than your skin tone. I know that both Graftobian and Cinema Secrets both do amazing cream foundations in a vast array of shades and undertones. And that is it. Those are my favorite contouring products of right now. If I discover any new ones, I will be sure to let you know. What I'll do is I'll put all the swatches of these products on my blog. So if you want to have a closer look and compare the undertones of each, I'll put a link somewhere here. I would love to know what your favorite contouring products are. I'm always open to enabling. I hope you all have a wonderful day and I will speak to you very soon. Bye bye.